Marshall Major Taylor was the first international African-American superstar. He did more than cross the color barrier. He was the absolute best in his sport. He was a pioneer before the pioneers.
The story starts with the 6-day race in Madison Square Garden to go from being an amateur cyclist into the world of professional cycling.
The 6-day race at Madison Square Garden is the most prominent race in the world. It was an endurance event. How far could they cycle in 6 days? You could rest, but if you did rest, others were cycling. You are speeding around the track at 40 miles an hour, which in those days was faster than an automobile. Keep riding, whatever it takes. It's absolutely about how much willpower you have to give to that.
We hit the third turn and the pack thinned out. I felt that if I could stay up near the front, I could make it. I was the only sprinter in the field, the only black man. And for 18 straight hours, I managed to stick to my wheel. My greatest difficulty was staying awake.
24 hours before the main event, the name Marshall Major Taylor is on the lips of many people. The idea of a black man in a white sport, there was a certain amount of dramatic possibility in that. Who is this person and what's going to happen to him in the next 6 days?
This was my first attempt at such a distance. The other riders didn't think I'd last. They were matured, developed, used every trick, all their physical force against me.
He's not about lasting for 6 days. He goes out too fast. He clocks 300 miles in the first 24 hours, which puts him right up with the leaders.
He was about 10 years younger than the average contestant, but it was very important to him to be counted.
Marshall Taylor broke down barriers. He changed perceptions. He did something else unprecedented. We're talking about 30 short years after the abolishment of slavery, being in some of these races where there's no one that looked like him, no one that was from his environment, or no one that understood what it was like to be him. Like, where was your mindset when you made that decision to say, I'm gonna do this?
The bike didn't have brakes. If I stopped, I crashed. I had to keep going. I was tired, hungry, my legs were weak, and my mind wandered.
Just imagine there's a beacon coming off of your body of discomfort, extreme discomfort. It hurts. That's the point where it's just mental fortitude because your body is rapidly declining. It's the athletes with the mental strength, not necessarily the physical strength, that can do the most. How much can you take? How much can you tolerate?
Like anything in life, you have to figure out how to actually do it. For example, I was like, listen, I want to go jump off this bench and do a 180. I can like visualize that and then take my bike and go execute it. And it wasn't easy, it was a learning curve. Fell down a lot of scrapes and bruises.
In the latter stages of this race, they're totally delusional. You are literally asleep on your bike. You're not coherent, you're not awake.
He had that motivation. I just want to finish. I finally earned my right to be here. I want to see what I can do.
By day 5, the field has been winnowed down to half, and Major Taylor is surprisingly, shockingly, one of them.
The top rider said the 6th day would kill my career, that I was done.
There's surges, there's lulls. The pain happens, but it's not necessarily continuous. Everyone is human, and so they have their human limits.
He has 2 brutal crashes.
When you love something, falling down isn't gonna stop you if you truly want it. That's the thing that separates good from great.
Marshal Major Taylor completed over 17,000 laps, which is roughly the distance between New York and Houston. Taylor finished in 8th place. There's also concern that he's permanently injured, that he will not live to race another day.
The track teaches you one thing. It's not where you start, it's where you finish.
He achieved exactly what he set his mind to achieve. People accepted him finally for what he could do.
Someone of his stature is at least known in the African American cycling community. There are Major Taylor clubs all around the country. I'm very inspired by what I see.
My goal is to become the first ever African American female professional road cyclist.
So that barrier's crushed, that's not a thing anymore. And the next person can swoop in and do something even more awesome.
I want to smash through glass ceilings similar to Mr. Marshall Taylor. And that's the thing that inspires me. It's like, okay, cool, how can I take this bike riding thing of mine so much further?
Everybody from the cyclists who are racing under his name to the amateur teams that are out there, I mean, we're all sort of taking a little shovel of dirt off that story that had been buried for so long and bringing it to light.
In a word, I was a pioneer, and therefore had to blaze my own trail.